I thought it would be difficult to get, it would be difficult to get a job at sales at a different company, but here, I kind of built a name for myself at CodeLink, so
Yeah.
I thought I would use that opportunity and ask if I can help the sales team here.
And what a well thought out strategy, which doesn't surprise me from a development background. Well done. Yeah, so the reason I asked that is I can get somewhat defensive when people come into the sales kind of arena and don't give it the credit or the professionalism it looks for. So I'm glad that you're choosing to come into this area because it's tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a bit like I can't code and I'd need to do a lot of training and understand some of the rules and activities. It's the same in sales.
Yes.
There's a lot of natural talent required and commitment and resilience. These are some of the kind of the behavioral things which are important, but there are some skills. And what I saw during your call, I use an analogy. Let's say tennis as an analogy. If you were playing me again at tennis, you got a great forehand, a great smash. Your serve was pretty good. You didn't have a bad drop shot either, but there was no game plan. And so I may not even be as good at you at those individual shots, yeah? But I could probably beat you in a game because I had a structure and a strategy to get me through the process. So what I really liked from a natural talent standpoint, and I'm going to label them for other people listening to the call, but you were really good at reward and reverse. So reward and reverse is when somebody gave you a nugget of information, you were grateful for it. You said, thank you for that. Oh, that's great. I love that. And then you asked your next question. All right. Lots of people from analytical and kind of structured backgrounds like yourself do what I call interrogation. They never do the rewards, just question, question, question. So fantastic on that. You had a natural ability around summary. So it's called a summarize, bridge, pull. Yeah. So summarize, bridge, pull is Kate gave you some information. You summarized that in your own words to show that you'd been listening. You then bridged to another subject and asked another question. These are actually quite advanced techniques which you are unconsciously competent at. Yeah, which is great. It's a great starting point. When Kate asked you for more information, one of my favorite questions of all time is, so what kind of information are you looking for? I have videos, I have case studies, I have white papers. I used to say, what's the biggest email you can get? I can do 50 meg with all the information we've got, or we can maybe narrow it down, and then permission to call next week if you don't get a response. So all of that stuff is great. Where I think you would really do well, look on Google and search for Lean Canvas, right? Lean Canvas was a tool used about 15, 20 years ago by founders who wanted to rationalize their pitch onto one page to go and pitch to VCs for money. And you'll see a load of images on Google, and some of them will have numbers on it, because there is actually an order to filling it out, right? So what I'd like you to do is to go and fill that out, because that will help you to understand who is my ideal customer, what's my unfair advantage, how do I charge for this, what problems am I solving, and so on and so forth. We'll give you a bit of structure as a first effort, that playbook and that strategy for the call. The second thing I'd like you to do is to consider getting some training. Yeah. So you can do trial and error for a long while. Unfortunately, in sales, there's an old saying which is, a salesperson isn't for life; they're for one calendar quarter. And you're not going to be. You've built up some great credits in your existing organization. You know the company, all the rest of it, but they aren't going to stick with you forever if you are basically training yourself or testing your process out on lots of prospects and not getting anywhere. And if we've got time on the call, I'm happy to make some recommendations about some books or where you could go and get some accessible training. All right?
Yes, please. That'd be very useful.
Alex, Kate, is that about the level? I could keep going, but I kind of want to pass over to your